Hi Divas, it's Wanda from Wanda's Workbasket for all things creative and crafty with a little bit of inspiration mixed in. I thought I would do some get to know you questions, and while I work on one of the diamond paintings of, it's right here, the little tea tag is right here, Lipton, sorry not Tetley, Lipton, that's awesome. Iced tea, cold tea, and water. That's it. Occasionally I have a little bit of pomegranate juice diluted. When I feel a cold coming on. Come on now. Yeah, when I feel a cold coming on, I drink a small glass of pomegranate juice. It's got huge amount of antioxidants in it. And oh, there's one on the end here yet. Gee whiz. No wonder it wouldn't pick up. Come on, you. Ah, you, Grandmother used to say. I love my grandparents. I had 4 fantastic grandparents. You know, you knew you were loved. That's all kids need. That's all kids really need, to know that they're loved and seen, that they're not in this world alone. I'm telling you, you know, bullies are terrible. Kids can be very cruel to each other. Even brothers and sisters. But you know, it used to be that, like Dr. Sears, the parenting guides of back when my parents were parenting us, used to say, let them fight it out, they're not going to kill each other. Well, you know what? Don't let siblings fight it out. Teach them how to argue without fighting. Teach them the conflict can be good. That something good can come out of it if you keep your head cool and you really listen to both sides and really get it. I mean, you can get to a compromise. That's all you need to do, right? Okay, so put these back in this little baggie. I think if I would have learned how to compromise way back when, life would have been a lot easier for me. I mean, we all have peer problems, let's face it. I mean, seriously. If you weren't teased in school about something, I was short. I am short, I was short. So I kept being called Peanut or Shorty or whatever. And worse names for my brother. But anyway, as an adult, you get over things like that. You just do. Oh, I could have left Z in here and a whole bunch here. Some stuck to the tray anyway. You probably saw that. No, I didn't. I think teasing is the worst thing in school. Absolute worst thing you could do. Quarter after 5. My husband will get home around 6. And oh, I didn't put the goop on. He's bringing me yogurt today. So I'll have yogurt or a salad for dinner. That sounds good. Yogurt with fresh berries in. And I was hoping that my daughter would join me on this channel because I haven't seen the mother-daughter team yet. She's the one, she's very, very crafty too. Very creative. I was hoping she would join me. My granddaughter has. You can see down below there are WIP and chats with Crystal. She likes diamond painting, and you know what? She is so wise. She has great tips. So as we do our diamond painting together, she offers tips that she comes across. It's so cute. Yeah. So, we love her. I know it makes this glue makes that glue all slippy slidey, but I think it works fine. What was I saying? Well, right now she's into unicorns. She's a 3rd grader. She's into unicorns, and she just got her own room about a year ago. And they live with us. They live in our basement. I wish they had a more space that they could spread out. My grandson is in what should have been my craft room after my son moved out, but I gave it to my grandson. He and my husband get along so well. Oh my goodness, they do model airplanes together. They do rockets. They airbrush. Yeah, the other day, if you're older like me, you remember the songs on Saturday, the Schoolhouse Rock, the multiplication ones. Mark showed Sammy them the other day, and he watched them. He went back and on the YouTubes and watched them, Schoolhouse Rock's multiplication things from first to last they have there, and he loved it. He just loved it. They don't make them memorize the multiplication tables like they used to. At least not here in this district. So, yeah, let's find the W. Let's find the W. B-T-A. There it is. He's blue. It's blue. Okay. Let's see. I need the bigger ones. I do have collections. I collect elephants. Although I have enough of all of these things that I don't need any more. Pretty teapots with one-of-a-kind, glass cup saucer combos. I like all kinds of elephants. So there's that, which I said. I like them because they're strong matriarch that leads the group. And let's face it, in the family, the husband may think he rules the family, but it's Mama. My other collections are angels. My birthday is in December, really close to Christmas. It's supposed to be Thanksgiving, but I showed up late. And that's cool. My mom, even though it's my birthday is several days before Christmas, she always made sure that I had a separate party or separate whatever, so that my birthday was special too. I love her for that. That was wonderful. So I'm a Sagittarius, if that means anything to anybody. Don't get on me about being a Christian and at the same time saying that I'm a Sagittarius. I don't look at the zodiacs very often. I don't look at them all. And even if I did, it would be the end of the day, not the beginning. I don't want to know what's going to happen. I want to see if they're accurate to what has happened. But I don't get the newspaper. I don't look at it online. It's like so... But you know what? I find it so interesting that the traits of each of the zodiac things really seem to match the person. My tea's perfect temperature. It really seems to match. And, it's just amazing to me how they came up with that. Yeah, people have been looking into zodiacs for a long, long time. I know, thank you, Captain Obvious. Alright, let's see. Talking about careers. I like music, but I like 70s, 60s and 70s music. That's where I grew up. I'm a hippie at heart, guys. I am into the peace and love and joy scene. I like old rock and roll. I love old rock and roll. I like some country. I like the women. Some of the women who sing country. I really like that. I don't get to listen to music too much, though, because, well, I always have the TV on. Isn't it awful? Yeah, it's awful. Either that or I'm journaling or reading. I love to read. I used to read every Nancy Drew there was. Then the Ellery Queens and the Agatha Christie's. Those. I loved mysteries. And now I like the mystery shows, you know, like the crime shows and the whodunits and howdunnits. How did they do that? Yeah. So, what else do I like to read? I used to like the Anna of Green Gables books. I just loved that, going out in the woods. We have a woods here. We have about 15 acres. And part of it is my house and my mom's house by the street. And then it goes back in a rectangle. And we have a play area in the back that we mow and keep it green. And then there's like a couple of acres that we let the local dairy farmer use for feed corn and stuff. And then at the very end, there's a wooded section that we used to go camping in. We really did. We used to have, every summer we used to have friends over that had campers, and we used to have fire, singing by the fire, and hay rides on the tractor. Kids always love being on the tractor. And let's see, what else? Oh, baseball, pick up baseball games. Badminton. Do you remember badminton? Anybody do that anymore? It was fun. We always went to picnics and there's badminton there. Scavenger hunts, all kinds of fun things. So anyway, we brought the scouts back there too. We were into leading scouts, both girls and boys, and cubs. Just love scouting program. It's awesome. So, yeah, so we have a lot of acres that we can go run around in. My mom was always saying, you know, go out and play. Go out and get fresh air. Go out and play. You know, I'm 59. 59. Oh, Lord. I'm 59. My mom is 79. And where was I going with that? My train of thought derailed. Don't use that. That's my saying. Train of thought derailed. 28. Just saying. I don't like to cook, but I love to eat. I'm not really a picky eater. You know, when we were growing up, you know, you ate what was in front of you or you went hungry. It was that simple. We were not picky eaters. A lot of kids today are picky eaters. I don't like that. Well, my grandkids are good eaters. They'll eat up a big variety of things too, so I'm not worried about them. Is that in there? Put it in there. Shake, 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 shake your booty. Oh, and I love to listen to a church organ. I love to sing hymns, because the words just transport you to a different place. A place where there's hope and happiness and joy. We need a lot more joy in this world, don't you think? Need a lot more happiness. And I used to find that at church. The peace that passes understanding. I used to find that at church. It's hard with COVID now, doing everything over Zoom. Church included. I would like to create an online church. What do you think? Do you know of any online churches out there? Can you send me a link if you do? Put it in the comments. I won't mind. I'll check them out. I would love to have, like I said, I would love to have an online church. And since I'm an ordained minister with the United Church of Christ, that might become a possibility in the future. T. T, right in the middle, you know? Right smack dab in the middle. Okay. Joy can come from your faith too. You know, when we're older, I mean, when we were really young, I had a young family, we worried about everything. We worried about where the money was coming from. We worried about how our kids were healthy. We worried about everything. But it's like, as you get older, it's like, oh, okay, been there, done that. Yeah, there's problems in the world, but you know, there's positive things to be learned as well. There are lots and lots and lots of things to do, and you trust. You trust that God's got your back. And it doesn't always seem that way, because of the bad choices of your own bad choices, or because of the bad choices of someone else. It's not God's fault when junk happens. I don't believe that. So anyway, yeah, that's my theology. I don't believe God causes bad things to happen. Or God, you know, wants you to suffer so that somebody else doesn't suffer. I mean, we're all God's children. God doesn't want anybody to suffer. And yet, He's given it to us to help others who are suffering, to get out of the suffering. And if we don't, if we use our free will and not help, well, that's awful. Do what you can. So I'm past worrying about the future like that. And you know, I'm trying to make some goals for the new year. It's March. Okay, I'm a little late for the new year, but I'm trying to make some goals. And I used to be a driven type A personality. I really did. All the details in line. And I'm not that way anymore. Oh, stuck to my finger. I'm not that way anymore. I just go with the flow. You know, I swing with the pendulum and that kind of thing. And know that things will come back right again, eventually. Yeah. And know that I have to make good choices so others don't suffer. And pray that other people's bad choices don't affect you. Angels don't intervene much because God put the laws of nature in order, and doesn't change that. Anyway, some of you will disagree with that, and that's perfectly fine. You're welcome here on this channel whether you believe what I believe or not. But I'm just trying to have you get to know me. Let's see. My current hobbies are not just this. I like cross-stitch. I like journaling, art journaling. Let's see. Reading, knitting, crocheting, tatting. What is that? That's a percent sign. Let's see. That's an old craft. I'd love to learn how to make lace. Bobbin lace and embroidery. Oh my gosh. A crazy quilt. I want to make a crazy quilt. And I have lots of pieces of fabrics and stuff to use. I was in a community college. I got my associates in community college, and it had a business minor. It was a general degree. Then I went to a state college for home economics, but it was clothing and textile science and fashion merchandising. And that's what I did. I mean, I draped, I designed a flat pattern, made my clothes, made the kids' clothes, did mending for dry cleaner, taught tailoring at night school. Excuse me, adult night school. I even did some wedding gowns. Embroidered my own lace, the Alençon lace, along with my sleeves, and I beaded all that. Worked a summer for Alfred Angelo, the wedding gown designer. Did christening gowns. Oh, I love doing those. I even had a commission that I made a christening gown out of, and a grandmother's wedding dress. That was neat. It was a beautiful satin, beautiful candlelight satin. I worked in fabric stores. That's dangerous. You know, I couldn't work at Michael's, or there aren't any AC Moores yet, are there? But they're Joann's or Michael's, because I would not bring home a paycheck. I'd say, just trade this in for goodies. I have so much stuff right now, you guys. I am trying to pare down what I have, give away some things, put some things, you know, in the local resale shop, and so that it will help others. Let's see what else. I need to be on a diet, or a live it, it used to be called, right? It used to call it a live it. Because when you think diet, you think short term. When you get to your goal, you don't have to diet anymore, but that's not true. You have to have a healthy lifestyle instead. So I have to work on that, but there are other things I'm working on first. I gotta be straight up and honest. I have anxiety and depression. The depression has come down in my family, from my dad's side mostly. And every generation there seems to be one in the family who gets the depression problem, and that happened to be me. So anxiety and depression, and I think I lost a recent job because I couldn't talk about my depression. I didn't want the congregation to feel sorry for me. I have fibromyalgia already. Broke my leg over the summer by falling 7 foot off of a balcony. That the thing broke. The railing broke. Oops. Oh, gee. Yeah, that I do all the time. I'm also klutzy. So I'm not in the best physical shape. I have to keep going to water therapy. They changed my meds recently. So as long as I keep my meds, I'm good, you know. I think most of the time, if you stay on your meds, you're good. It's when you go off your meds for a day or two, or you miss a dose or two, that things get nuts. It feels like you don't need them anymore, okay? It really does. It feels like you wouldn't need them anymore when you feel good. That's where it gets you. You've got to listen to that. And just take it the way your doctor says. If not, you end up having a really crappy day for no reason at all. It's a chemical imbalance, I believe. It just is. The anxiety prevents me from going out and doing many visits. I'll tell you sometime about how I got over my fear of public speaking and praying in public. Oh my goodness. What a miracle that was. Like I said before, I co-authored a book called Drawing Near. My devotions, prayer exercises, and creative prompts to go with it. My co-author, Suzanne, we have a little hobby business right now called Drawing Near. She's in a different state than I am, and it's hard to teach together like we used to. We used to do retreats and things. But the electronic version of our book is still available. I have to get the website back in action. I started a YouTube channel for Drawing Near, so to put different kinds of contemplative prayer on that you can try if you'd like. If not, that's okay too. Let's see. What else? What's on my list? Oh, hobbies, art journaling. I'm not an artist. Not at all. But I found that art journaling expresses, you collage. You put a background down, and then the pictures that you collect, you glue on the page in whatever way makes sense to you, intuitively. And you don't have to draw it. You can just go down to the library and get some used National Geographics and get a scissors and go to town. I will do some of that on this channel as well in the near future. I'm going to try to do something every day. Don't forget to like and subscribe while we're on this, because I want to give some stuff away. I said I was destashing, and hello, I have so much. I mean, my living room is my craft room, and it is full, 3 layers deep full. Okay, I'm a hoarder. I admit it. I collect craft supplies. I see things that have tons of potential or are beautiful and full of colors, stuff like that. And I don't want to pass it by. I like to play in a planner. Right now I'm using Happy Planners. Love it. Love it, love it. And I'll show you those at some point. I love stickers. Planner stickers. Pretty stickers, all kinds of stickers. Yes, I've done some diamond painting stickers, but I mostly give them to the kids to do. Oh, I got 2 pieces done. Isn't that nice? Got 2 pieces done already. See? The tree and the garden gate. So far, I'm getting there. Alrighty, Rooney. Let's see. What's next? How about this one? It says, what does it says? Oh my, it says something. I don't know. Maybe you can see it. I don't know, maybe you see it backwards. What does that say? Write your guess down below, please. I know, I can't hold it steady. I'm sorry. There's some Y's on here. Let's start in the middle of the percent. To the percentiles. Anyway, I like to go to the shore. I love the mountains. Our family has places at both places. And, come on. And we love just to spend holidays down the shore, or up in the mountains in the Poconos. I like the cabin better. I mean, just being in the woods, running around in the woods. When we were kids, that's what we used to do. We had a big rock up there that we would call a pirate ship. And we would climb up on there, and we would grab a stick that was our sword, and we would do these fake sword fights. We never knocked each other off of the rock, though, because that would be, our parents would kill us. My cousins were up there, too, so it was like 4 of us. And 4 of us on that rock just did not fit. But it was fun. A lot of fun. We're near a lake, so there was boating on the lake. We didn't do too much of that. Did a lot of walking. For a couple years we went up during blueberry season and we picked blueberries. There are bears up there, so you have to watch that. Relatives on my dad's side had cabins up there that they lived in all year long. I don't know if they still have them. Well, part of the family isn't there anymore, isn't alive anymore. Oh, let's see, what else? Always wanted a real big family, but I have 2. I have 2. And believe me, I was glad. I was glad I only had 2. I try to keep up with all the schoolwork and running here and there, and oh man. It's exhausting. Being a parent is exhausting. You guys tell me. I know it is. Yeah, I'll try the X's. I haven't done that for yet. Okay. Haven't done the X's yet. So where's your favorite spot to vacation? Put that in the bottom.